the memes about like sticking crystals in your ass and stuff like that?
No.
What?
So okay.
What's going on, you guys? This is your boy TOSKinger. We here, baby. We here. We doing the most. We're back. Good morning. Today we're gonna react to a funny video. Okay, this video is somewhat relatable to me because I have a miraculous talent to do some very interesting things that not a lot of women get to enjoy. This video is called Alexis Fawx Tells Us What Life Is Like for a Squirter. I'll give you a little backstory on where I learned this fantastic skill. No, I won't. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm capable of doing it pretty often. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's one of my little kinks. But anyway, I'm gonna stop airing my dirty laundry. I'm gonna take a sip of this disgusting coffee. That's fucking great. And it's hot. Guys, let's check out this video.
In general. So, when did you realize that you had this superpower?
Actually, it happened in my first boy-girl scene for MILF Soup with Bang Bros out in Miami, Florida.
And so you had never done it in your private life?
Never did that before in my private life, but I watched a lot of porn. I've seen things happen and stuff like that. So I remember when it happened.
Whoa.
And when Champ was my partner, and all of a sudden,
Hold on.
flew out.
I want to go back to that. She's got like a Mike Tyson neck. Can she fight, or is it like it's just hereditary? Her neck is thick. She's a porn chick, so maybe it happened over time, throating things.
And all of a sudden, this fluid flew out of me, and I stopped. I was like, "Oh my god, I squirted!"
Oh,
I was like
okay.
so excited, and the director's like, "Don't stop, that's good." I was like,
You're like in shock.
That's totally how it started out. And then I didn't squirt for a really long time, all up until probably around 2015, and then I started getting booked for these scenes, and I was like, okay, I really got to learn this whole like niche thing and get really good at it. And that's exactly what I did, where pretty much every scene I showed up to was like, oh, squirting scene, oh, squirting scene. I was like, oh my god,
But then
guys.
the more you did it on set, didn't you just keep getting booked for those kinds of scenes more once people realize like you have this superpower?
Yeah, because it's you know, it's so visually stimulating for a lot of people. It's
Yeah.
something they don't always see. You know, they get questions.
So I'm trying to figure out why I enjoy it so much. I think I just equate it to like they're having a good time. I really don't know, but I will say that I do enjoy it. How does one get good at it? You know what I mean? Like when this chick, for example, is saying she had to get good at it before she could really start to do her job, right? Which is hoeing. She's a hoe. How do you get good at that shit? Is it a certain mind frame? Is your body just like accustomed to learning? I really don't know. But at the same time, it doesn't matter because I make everyone that I'm with do it. So maybe I'm the guy. Maybe I'm the guy that helps these women get into their zone. This video is so out of pocket already. I hate it, but I kind of love it. What do you guys think? Oh, God.
All the time for my fans, how do I get my girlfriend to do that? And I'm like, well, drink about 4 to 6 Pedialytes.
Oh, wow.
For a while.
But do you think that massively overhydrating yourself is going to do it, or is it just help once you've figured out what to do?
I think for the scenes that you're usually getting booked for, if it's that high, if they want that explosive squirting, then you're going to drink a lot of fluid in order to help out with that.
And
if it's natural squirting, then really very little, just stay hydrated. And in natural squirting, you're going to probably squirt maybe about a tablespoon or so. You can get a lot out of you, but it's
A
a little bit.
tablespoon?
I'm glad you said that because I was doing a solo the other day and I felt like I squirted, but then it wasn't like what I've seen in porn. So then I sort of denied the fact that I had squirted.
You're like,
and I'm
oh, I just got a little extra wet. But yeah, you
I
might
was
have
like, no,
squirted.
wait, okay, thank you. You just
Yes.
clarified something.
A tablespoon? Really? I'm very confused. I've been very fortunate, I guess, to have very hydrated women, but also unfortunate because I gotta fucking do laundry every single time. You know what I mean? Fuck. Like, what am I complaining for? This is my fault. I'm talking a whole lot of stupid shit. Like, I'm on both sides of the fence. Like, I like it, but I hate it because it makes me like have to do things after and I don't want to. But at the same time, I enjoy the experience of it. I'm an idiot.
Pre-porn, I only ever had one girl in my life who would squirt regularly, and it was kind of weird. I remember like one time, just
Yeah, 'cause you're
having to
gay,
sort of
Adam.
sleep around this like pool that was in my bed, and we both were like encircling it as we went to sleep.
That's like the worst part about
Yeah.
squirting is actually laying back in your own squirt or somebody else's squirt.
But
It's
I
like,
woke up and I think it was gone. It dried up by the morning.
I know, but it's just like
Kind of like
all
more
awkward.
gross. Yeah.
but not
Whatever.
during a scene. Like you're literally like, because you're all over the material, the couch, the bed, or whatever. And depending on the material that's sitting on, it can be a little cold and a little.
So do you
Whatever.
have like a super crazy mattress protector in your room?
You could get squirt blankets.
What?
Okay, you just squirt on them and put
Yeah.
them in the wash.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
you call them. That's not what they're marketed as.
No, they are marketed as
Oh, are
squirt
they?
blankets.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah,
never
yeah.
heard of this.
Yeah, there's a company in Australia that you can order them from.
Interesting.
I read it. She has the great, like, you ever hear the memes about like sticking crystals in your ass and stuff like that?
No.
What?
So okay.
Yeah, I think you're on a slightly different part of the internet where there's ass crystals
What
and
the fuck?
squirt blankets.
My algorithm on IG thinks I'm a gay man and with that loves come. I swear to God.
What the fuck?
I'll start sending you my memes. But
I need to know more.
oh, it's hilarious.
bitch is
I will always
insane.
send it to my friends. I'm like, could you see this?
They're like, nope, not me.
But yeah, her whole store, her wands, her toys and stuff are all crystals. So it's what I use to prep for a lot of my scenes and stuff like that because they're super clean. They don't have pores on them. So yeah, I stick crystals in my ass. I guess in that
To
case.
prep for scene. Oh,
What? Okay. Fuck. This is a world. It's so odd. Fuck. We need a war. No, we don't. No, we don't. But yeah, man. I don't know. Weird. It's a weird world. This is a weird world. This whole porn thing is so weird. It's weird because I'm talking a lot of shit, but I do enjoy this kind of content because it gets my brain going, right? And I start to the hamster wheel starts moving. I start to like really consider like whether or not this is insane shit or just funny shit. The funny side of life. The funny side of life seems to be the more degenerate side. And it's not necessarily fun. More of the time it's frustrating, but I would say that it is funny because these people exist. You know what I mean? She just fully admitted on the internet she shoves crystals in her ass. And I know she's a porn star, but okay. Okay.
okay, and then you get the squirt
Yeah,
blankets.
you can get
and
the, yeah.
Is there anything that makes them special, or is it not just like a regular blanket?
I think it just holds the fluid and
Okay.
you're able
Wow.
to
There's a
cover up
sponge
your-
in it.
I wish I came
You know,
up with
and
this
it's
idea.
not gonna soak through and get the material wet underneath.
Okay.
You know
No
what
one
I'm
wants to
Googling
sleep
when I
with
go home.
Yeah, straight up.
Squirt blankets.
Crystals in the ass.
Yeah. So, okay, let's rewind it even a little bit more. What was your pre-porn life like? Give us an overview.
At what stage of my life? Like,
We could
that's
even do a
crazy.
brief version of the very early part of your life, but I don't know, whenever you want to start.
Great question,
I
Adam,
think I was,
22.
like a
Fuck.
super free spirit. Like I grew up. I left home and partied with the New York club kids and just had a great time at that.
After high school or when you were young?
Actually, while I was in high school,
You just took off from where?
just took off from my home in Pennsylvania and went up to New York and partied with the New York club kids for a little while and then went home for a couple weeks later.
Oh my god.
So I kind of had that like, I wanted to see more and do more all the time.
Interesting.
And very open to pretty much anything and everything, like just open to all of that. And which I went from clubbing with the New York club kids to the Air Force.
Really?
And then going to college while I was in the Air Force. So
And so you joined the Air Force at what age?
17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus, you crammed a lot of living into your
Yeah.
life. Wow.
Yeah, I
Very
have.
early on.
Yeah, well, I just turned 18, really. I should say that. But
Oh.
I had I was leading up to all of that.
And you were in the Air Force for how long?
These chicks have so much in-depth lives that they've lived before they did all this crazy shit. I've heard a couple stories like that. She was in the fucking Air Force. That's incredible. That's a feat, I think, right? Like she went at 17. I'm assuming that it's probably like a prerequisite entry thing where it's like, okay, yeah, then they start to groom you and then you can become like you're in the Air Force, and you can start to learn how to do all that, whatever it is you're designated to. But that's pretty incredible, man. Interesting. I'd like to hear more.
4 years.
And what did you
4 years she was
study
in the Air
while you were
Force.
in college?
Physiological psychology with a specialization in neuroanatomy.
Can
Wow.
you
No
interpret
shit.
that for someone like me that has no idea what that means?
So basically, how our mind and our bodies work together. Like why we see the
Wow.
things that we see or hear. Why are we hungry when we're hungry? How we process emotions. How we
coffee's dirt.
process different things physically, which is really kind of interesting. I never really obviously went further and became a doctor in it.
Yeah.
But you can, knowing how your body is going to function in this particular industry is super important. Knowing how.
Wow. Hey, she's got a head on her shoulders, bro. Hey, I like smart girls. I do. I like smart girls, regardless of whether or not they stick crystals in their ass. If you are a smart chick and you actually have something you can tell me, something new, I'll listen all day. I'll be like, hey, that was cool. Thanks for sharing. Seriously. Will I watch your porn after? Probably not, but I will listen to what you have to say. I think that's very interesting. I would actually have a sit down with this woman and talk to her and really actually listen. I like I said, I like smart bitches.
How to manage and navigate yourself mentally and emotionally and physically, super important. So kind of combining all those different things that I've learned through college and just kind of applying it to my personal life.
Did you like the military experience, and what was it like for you?
I did, because it got me out of my small town. It got me out of my small town. And
You're a small town
I
girl.
really excelled.
I'm a small
I
town
didn't
boy.
really care about high school, so I didn't really apply myself. With the Airforce, I applied myself, started going to college. I really enjoyed the responsibility. I enjoyed the
And I
little
think
bit
they
of
pay
travel
for
it
it for
gave
you in the
me.
US.
It really made me a very independent person. I was already independent, but it just kind of like solidified all of that.
Really? I imagine you would kind of have to give up a lot of your independence in order to like make it through boot camp and have some guys screaming in your face and shit.
Was it like that?
Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing. It's like, that's the deal that you're walking
Yeah.
into. So you just play that game for that period of time. Like, okay, well, this is a simple step to get me to a much bigger plan.
Okay.
To get to the
So I kind of want to do it. I don't want to be in the army, but I want to do a boot camp where I can actually go and just be a fucking hardcore beast for a week or 2 weeks. I would do a military boot camp any day, anytime. I was talking with Henny and we haven't talked to Hughes about it, but I've recently started helping Henny out with his content for his streams and shit. I was saying, hey, get girls in your shit. People like girls. I said, hey, get a animal person in here. Get, like someone who can bring in a monkey or bring in like a lizard, something that's going to engage your audience a little more than, let's say, like playing slots would. So we're trying to tackle that conundrum, and I think we're going to do some really cool things. But besides that, I'm coming up with another idea where I can hopefully do more content that is going to engage an audience. I'll just say it at that. I'm not going to like give too much away. But doing something like a military boot camp and having it filmed and really doing it properly would be an absolute great thing to do and to put up on YouTube. I really do think that would be fantastic. So it's interesting, man. It's interesting. I like the idea of doing something that puts me out of my comfort zone, and I think other people like doing that as well, because a lot of people are too fucking pussy to to do it themselves. So I will be happy to do it for you. Big man ting.
the next step. It's not like you're not going to be in that step forever. So it's like, okay, this is what they want. Okay, I'll do it. Fine.
Right. So
I'll brush my teeth a certain way. I don't care.
what did you do after you left the military?
I finished up school. Let's see, where was I at that particular time? I was in Baltimore. So I
Bouncing around, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, for school?
Yeah, for school in the military.
Oh, okay, it was both there. Right.
Wow. Okay. It's so crazy how this video was titled Alexis Fawx tells us what life is like for a squirter. Like, we probably brushed past that topic for like a minute. Like, we didn't even really talk about that. These Plug Talk podcast clips are so clickbait. Talk to us about what the video is about. You know what I mean? If you wanted to really label this video properly, you would probably say Alexis Fawx tells us about her life, from squirting to crystals and ass and Airforce. That's really what the video was about. It wasn't really about her squirting at all. It was just a matter of fact thing. But guys, yeah, that's interesting, man. I like smart bitches, and I guess I like smart bitches that still solicit themselves on the internet. Whatever, who cares? Yeah, guys, I appreciate you for coming back to this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, all right? We can't do this without each other. I appreciate you very much. Make sure you guys come back, okay? And put down in the comments what you think it's like to be a squirter. I don't fucking know. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you. All right, TOSKinger out.